Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sandra here, mommy to Lambo and Mango, and today we have a Lambo video. So today I'm going to share with you guys things that you need to do to take care of an adult toy poodle. Now, from my previous video of 8 things that you need to know about toy poodles, we already know that they're super loyal dogs, they're companion dogs, they're playful, active, fun, and really, really smart. But there are some things that are really crucial and important to your dog's well-being and health for them to grow into happy, healthy dogs. So let's cover all of those and let's get started. So in no particular order, the first thing that we need to do with our adult toy poodles is spend a lot of time with them. So toy poodles are quite clingy and they're very good companions. They make for a really great best friend, but they like to spend a lot of time with their family and their owners. Whether you're eating, you're working, you're on the computer, watching TV, sleeping, walking around to the house, even going to the bathroom, they tend to follow you around everywhere you go, and they just like to be close to you all of the time. So this is something you need to be prepared for when you do have a toy poodle. But at the same time, they can also be very anxious and stressed when they are left alone because they are so attached and clinging to their owners. So this can be fixed with really early training and just teaching them to be alone for periods of time, and that nothing bad happens and that it doesn't need to be such an anxious situation. Number 2 is to make sure that you are grooming your dog regularly. So I groom Lambo every 2 weeks, sometimes 2.5 up to 3 weeks. It really depends how dirty he is and maybe how stinky he is, but usually every 2 weeks I groom him. And this is really important because they need their ears cleaned out. I actually did a video on poodle ear cleaning, and this is something that you need to check every day and do regularly, but it is part of Lambo's grooming routine: cutting his nails, trimming his hair, brushing his hair, because they don't shed and they have these curly locks. These curly locks need to be brushed out regularly just so that they don't get knots and things like that. So you can check out the grooming video I did, Island Style. So there are a few things that I do every day with Lambo just to make sure everything is prim and proper. So one of those things is I check Lambo's ears, but they don't need to be cleaned every day. Another one that I like to do is use this soft tip brush to brush out his curls every day to avoid getting knots or tangles and things like that. Another thing that poodles or toy poodles are prone to is tear stains, and sometimes they get like gunk buildup in the crease of their eyes here. I like to use these eye wipes to just clean those out every day and make sure his eyes are nice and clean. And the last thing I like to do is use these dog wet wipes. They're cleaning, antibacterial with purified water. There's tons of them and tons of different brands, and I use these just to clean Lambo's paws after we come back from a walk in case his paws are a little bit dirty, and just to wipe him down if he's gotten a little bit sandy or something like that. Number 3 is making sure that you're providing your toy poodle with mental stimulation every single day. So they thrive off of mental stimulation and they love it. They love toys, so the more the merrier. And great toys for them are also toys that are interactive or foraging toys. And just make sure to play with your poodle every day. Set aside, a few minutes in the morning and in the afternoon, even the evening, to play with your toy poodle, and that's going to go a long way, and they're going to love that. And another thing that I can also recommend for mental stimulation is training. Toy poodles, or poodles in general, are very intelligent. They're super smart, so they're highly trainable as well. And just spend some time with your dog each day doing some training and teaching them some basic commands like sit, stay, high five, roll over, give me a kiss, things like that. Number 4, along with mental stimulation comes physical stimulation. So they are very active, playful, and energetic dogs, so they do need to burn off their energy every single day by going on long walks, running, playing fetch. Things like that are really good for their exercise. And I like to take Lambo out to play fetch at least once, if not twice a day, to burn off that energy because he has a lot of it. Number 5. So next, make sure to feed your dog a nutritionally balanced diet. And it's ultimately up to you. Either you choose to feed your dog a commercial dog food diet, a home cooked diet, or a raw food diet. Make sure to speak with your vet or your holistic vet to choose the best diet for your dog and make sure that you're feeding them the correct portions for their size and weight and if they have any health issues. And because toy poodles are very active and playful, as we talked about, they need a lot of exercise, and when they exercise more, they're going to be hungrier. So usually toy poodles will eat twice a day, whereas some dogs only eat once a day. These little guys need to eat 2 times a day, and actually Lambo eats 3 times a day. So he gets breakfast and dinner and he gobbles that up, but he also gets a snack in the middle of the day. And for a snack, I usually just cook him up some plain boiled chicken or a little beef, some kind of meat, or if I'm just on the go, I'll give him a little foraging toy or interactive toy. He also gets treats throughout the day. He loves these freeze-dried chicken treats, so it's just chicken, and I use these for training because they are his favorite treats. Number 6 is super simple. Just make sure that they have fresh, clean water available to them every single day. I like to change Lambo's water every day just to make sure it's fresh and clean, because usually when he's gulping after playing fetch or something, there's grass pieces or sand pieces in there, so I like to change it every single day, sometimes twice a day. When toy poodles are puppies, they sleep a lot, and when they're adults, they like to nap a lot, especially after all that exercise and snacks and lovey-dovey stuff and all the fun. So make sure to get them a nice, cozy, comfy bed because they are super cuddly and they like to just cuddle in and be cozy. So we got Lambo a Lamborghini bed. If you didn't know, he's named after the car. Yes, it's true. And we thought he'd never grow into it, but he did, and it's his favorite bed. We also got him one of the popular calming beds, and this was a huge hit. He loves this bed and actually chooses it more often than his favorite Lamborghini bed. So make sure to get them a nice, cozy, comfy bed. And we actually live in a tropical place, but if you live somewhere where it's cold in the winters, then make sure to put them in a little sweater or a cute little coat. Not only do they look super duper adorable, but it's also going to keep them warm and make sure that they avoid certain illnesses like bronchitis and things like that. Lambo actually had bronchitis once, and it's because we went to a beach, he was wet, and then on the way home he was shivering and he was cold, and that actually caused him to get bronchitis. So you want to make sure that they're never cold for too long. They're sensitive little buggers, aren't they? Now this next one might surprise you a little bit, but you need to make sure to brush your toy poodle's teeth on a regular basis every day. Unless they're eating dry food, then you can get away with a few times a week. But if they're eating wet food, then they need to get their teeth brushed every single day. So there are tons of doggy toothbrushes with cute little paws on them. And then there's also finger brushes, so you can get right into their jaw. I've got like a few of these, so I've got a few different options for Lambo. And I also have a doggy toothpaste. Make sure you only use a dog toothpaste. Never, ever, ever use human toothpaste, because if they ingest it and get fluoride in their stomachs, that can cause an upset stomach and maybe even worse things that'll require a vet visit. So do not use human toothpaste. Make sure to get a doggy toothbrush or a soft children's toothbrush, and only doggy toothpaste. Now you're probably wondering why. It's because toy poodles are actually notorious for tartar buildup and plaque in their teeth. So it's actually super important to make sure that they have clean teeth so you can reduce the amount of vet visits you have with their teeth issues and reduce the amount of cleanings you might have to do at your vet as well. The plaque buildup or the tartar buildup in their teeth can cause smelly breath, tooth loss, and can also promote gum recessions. It can be really annoying and frustrating for them, and it can also be painful, but then it's also not pleasant for you when you want to get those doggy kisses. So you only need to use a small amount of toothpaste and just gently brush the outside of their teeth and a little bit on the inside. Another thing that you can also do if your dog is not a fan of getting their teeth brushed, although it is a really good habit to have with your toy poodle, and they're usually pretty good with it, is getting them some dental chew toys or getting them some dental chew treats and giving them that on a daily basis or a few times a week, just so that they can clean the back teeth, those molars, and get all that plaque off. Me personally, I brush Lambo's teeth a few times a week, not every day, but the days that I don't brush his teeth, I do give him a dental chew treat where he can just gnaw and clean the back of his teeth and get those molars nice and sparkly. And we're coming up to the end of the list. You want to make sure that annually you're going for a vet checkup and getting your dog checked out, making sure that their vaccines are up to date and all that jazz. They say that a toy poodle that's 7 years and younger needs to be checked by the vet every single year. And once they're over 7 years, they need to be checked by a vet every 6 months. And these vet checkups will just make sure that, you can get ahead of any signs of illness, making sure that they're up to date on their vaccines, and treating anything in advance just to make sure your toy poodle is happy and healthy. And last but not least, I also recommend that you do a treatment regularly that's going to prevent ticks, worms, fleas, and any kind of parasites. I give Lambo a treatment every single month, and 1 month I missed it and he got ticks. So that is something that you do not want, and you want to always be ahead of it. These things can happen to any dog, anywhere, at any time. So if you are proactive, you can prevent this. And I've never missed a month since. With lots of love and care, your toy poodle will be sure to live a long, happy life. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button so you can see more videos from us.